We're here today at the River Dart on Dartmoor. We're going to be doing a waterproof test of the Mariner drone. Basically, we're going to be throwing it in the white water and seeing how it stands up to being bashed around a bit. Should be fun.
The point of these tests is to put the Mariner drone in some worst case scenario situations to see how it holds up if something goes wrong. So to start off, I landed the drone in the river just above a section of white water to make sure it stayed afloat. Unsurprisingly, there were no issues, and had it not have been for the large group of kayakers, I'd have been able to take off and fly away. The next few tests simulate real-world problems when flying over a river like this. If you lose concentration or there's a strong gust of wind, a collision's highly likely. Flying into the water at pace didn't cause any problems, so I thought I'd aim for the trees instead. Catching a prop on a branch could prove fatal for non-waterproof drones, so I wanted to see how the Mariner would cope here. It's actually quite hard to accidentally hit a tree, and I ended up getting the Mariner stuck in a branch rather than hitting the bottom of it. A bit of power and it came out no problem. It didn't even crash into the river, but for good measure I thought I'd drop it in anyway. Even after this, it took off from rough water with ease. As it goes under the bridge this time, one of the props hits a wall, but there's no serious damage. I wanted to see how it would cope with some harder impact. Since the banks of the river are rocky, that seemed like a good place to start. This time I managed to hit a branch, flipping the Mariner onto the rock. The ends of the props broke slightly, but other than that it was totally undamaged and flew fine for the rest of the afternoon. With a camera underneath, it's hard taking off from the ground, as it doesn't sit flat. The simple solution to this is to toss it in the river and take off from there. Even with the extra weight, it flies smoothly and is very responsive. With the camera attached, you're able to get some great shots without having to worry about flying over the water.
So after a day of testing, the Mariner's held up really well. We've got a couple of broken props here and there. I think that's probably from flying it into the trees, maybe where we hit the bridge. But other than that, it's performed brilliantly. It holds up with white water. You can fly it down pretty much anything that a river can throw at it, and it seems to work well. So I'll start the next test soon.